All right, y'all, show of hands, who's read The Secret? Well, I'm going to show you on this video a way to do vision boarding that's not so secret. Hey y'all, it's Matt at Live More Perfect Days, and in this video I want to talk to you about a concept we call order boarding. And if you've read The Secret, which I did about 10 years ago, it talks about law of attraction and the different ways of kind of using these different techniques to bring the things you want into your life. And one of the big pieces that they give you in that book is this concept called creating a vision board. And basically what you do is you get a big piece of poster board, a glue stick, and a bunch of magazines, and you cut out images of the things that you're trying to bring into your life, and you put them up on this board. And then you put that board somewhere where you can see it every day as sort of a daily reminder to keep you aligned towards the life that you're trying to get closer towards, and what you're trying to bring into your life. And here at Live More Perfect Days, we have a new spin on that. We're not really big on cutting up magazines and gluing together boards, so we found a technology piece that we're going to explain to you in this video how you can set up, that you can carry around in your pocket, that has all the different things categorized according to how you want to bring them into your life. So I'm going to pull up mine real quick and show you. You can see it's divided up into columns. So I've got a column here for experiences. I'm trying to go to Burning Man this year, motorbike across India, a handful of things, do a camper van trip, see Nicola Cruz live, just a bunch of experiences that I'm really trying to call into my life. Self-improvement perspective, I'm trying to get the perfect handstand down, y'all. I'm getting pretty close, but I'm not there yet. Manifesting it one step at a time. Financial projects, flying business class, having a million different perfect days that are manifested by our community. These are the things that are showing up on my order board. And I'm going to kick it over to Gareth, who's going to give you an explanation on how to set up yours using a free, simple piece of technology called Trello. Gareth, take it away.
All right, this is Trello. Trello is a great tool to be able to organize projects and to be able to work together on teams and plan just about anything. It's a completely free tool, and today I want to show you how we use Trello to be able to create an order board. So once you get to Trello.com, you would sign up for a free account. As I've already created an account, I'm just going to quickly log in. Okay, and then the first time that you log into Trello, you're going to come to a blank screen. I've got a couple of things on this Trello installation already, but basically what you do is you're going to create a new board by clicking on the plus arrow at the top and saying create board. You need to think about boards in the same way that you think about cork boards, the way that they used to hang against the wall where you could pin specific items. So for the sake of this, I'm going to call it demo order board. And once you create the board, you're going to be taken to a new installation. Once you've entered the board's name, you're going to be brought to a new installation of Trello. And the first thing you want to be able to do is change your background to something relevant. So there's a couple of free, you can just change it to a color, or you could use some photos. The upgraded version of Trello, which you don't need to buy, allows you to use your own image. But for now, you might just want to choose something beautiful. From the images that they've got, I'm going to just choose this beach scene for now. And that becomes the background for your vision board. The next thing we're going to work on is a list of categories, which are in Trello are called lists. So essentially, you're going to list all the different categories that you want your order board to have. So I'm going to run through some here, but feel free to update these lists into something that's relevant for you. For now, I'm going to just use something like mind. The next category for the vision board would be things like body, travel, business or work, or something related to income perhaps. You may have something like stuff I want. You may have a category around things like experiences, relationships, and perhaps home/house. Okay, so you now have these lists. What we now want to do is you want to go and find relevant images that relate specifically to the things that you're wanting to bring into your life. And I want to show you a couple of ways that you can do this. A really good way to be able to create customized images is with a program called Adobe Spark. You can access it at a spark.adobe.com, and you can sign up for free and create a free account. It's going to be a little bit limited, but for what we need to do today, you don't need to pay for Adobe Spark. Create a free account and then sign into Spark. Okay, the first time you log into Adobe Spark, you're going to be presented with a blank screen that looks like this. Spark is a program that allows you to create graphics and customize graphics to be able to use those graphics for just about anything that you want. It could be for social media posts, it could be for your business, it could be for a project or a poster of some sort. I'm going to show you today how we can use Spark to create the images that you need for your order board. So by pressing on the button, the plus button at the top here, you are presented with a couple of different options with regards to different formats that you want to be able to use to create your images. And there's a couple of different ways that you can use Spark, and you may want to spend some time playing around with different image sizes and different designs and things like that. For now, I'm just going to show you the easiest possible way to create an image for your order board. And because of the way that images are laid out on the order board that we're going to be using here, we want to use a landscape layout. So this Facebook post, which is laid out this way, is better than one that's laid out this way, which is the portrait layout. So choose Facebook post. It's going to bring you to this screen where you can customize the look of the image that you're trying to create. And I want to show you two different options of how you can use Spark to be able to create a post for that you can use the graphic for your order board. So this has got some content on it that's not relevant to us. We want to just choose the suggested layout, which looks like this. You can split your screen and have two different images, but for now we're just going to use this one. And we're going to change the background image. As soon as you click on it, you have the option to edit the image that's here, but this person on the rock is obviously not relevant to what we're going to do. So when you click on the image, it gives you the option to replace it. Let's say, for example, now that we were looking to create an image for a new business that we wanted to create. Let's say our strategy was to have our own florist. So Find Free Photos allows you to search the free stock images that are available for free for you to use within Spark. So you would go through and find an image that would be relevant for you. I'm going to choose this one here because it also has a nice space in the middle that we can add our own image to. And when you select it, it lays that image over the top. And obviously the Wanderlust text, which was there before, is not relevant. So let's say, for example, we wanted to update this. You then click on the text area. When you double click on it, it allows you to change it. So let's say my florist. Cool. And you can move this text around. You can change the colors of it. You can change the font. There's a whole lot of different things that you can use to be able to change this. And you might want to spend a bit of time getting these images looking the way that are properly relevant for you. I'm going to just go really quickly through it now so you've got an idea of more or less how this looks. Very easy to use. You can change the images to look the way you want. There's some text at the bottom here which came on the original one. You can choose to update it or delete it or add additional context there. Let's just say, for example, this is happening in 2019. Done. Move it across to where it's relevant. Make it look the way you want. For now, I would think we would want to change this to be more in the middle. We'd probably want to change the color so that it's a little bit more visible. Let's make it black. Cool. Once you've played around with it and it looks like an image that you want to use, this is the challenge of going with the free version. It has the watermark in the bottom right-hand corner, but that's not too much of a problem for now. What you want to do when you've got your image correct is you just want to say download. So now you've got this image created the way that you want. So you're going to download this image. Once you've got the image, you're then going to add it to your order board. So let's just call this florist. My florist. Bang. And while we're here, I want to just show you that you can use other images instead of the standard ones. And I want to quickly show you how you can do that. So we've got this florist image here. But let's say, for example, another one of the images that we wanted to create for the order board would be, let's say, for example, a cottage or a log cabin. So I want to show you how to do that. Create another post. Use the same layout because this is the one that we've used that works. And you can either, instead of choosing a background image from the free photos that are here, if you go back, you've got options to upload your own photos. So you could use an image of your own, or you could do something like go to Google Images and search for log cabin. For example, let's say, for example, a log cabin was something that you wanted to have on your vision board. And you roll through this until you find something that feels like something that's relevant to you. Let's say, for example, it was this one. This was the type of cabin that you were thinking about. When you choose the image, you can right click on it, save image as. So now we're going to save the image as you see it on Google Images. And then in Spark, we want to, instead of having this mountain image, we want to upload our own image. So when you choose upload, you find where you downloaded the log cabin image and just upload it. All right, now that your image is uploaded, it's obviously not looking perfect because the way that it's set up at the moment shows this Wanderlust text again. But for now, let's just, we've got two text boxes here. You've got the Wanderlust one and you've got the one below. For now, let's assume we don't want the one below. You just press delete. Double click Wanderlust and say our family cabin. Cool. And move it to somewhere that looks decent. And again, you can then download this image onto your computer and you can use it as, I'm going to call this cabin with text because we've got the original cabin thing which doesn't have the text on. And so we know which is which. Cool. Now we've got two images that we can use to go back to add to our order board. So let's say, for example, we wanted to add stuff that I want. What you do is in this particular category, stuff that I want, we're going to use this as the log cabin. So you press your add card and we're going to call this have a mountain cabin for the family. Cool. So we have what's called a card on this particular list. What you want to do now is you can do one of two things. You can either find the image on your computer by searching for it and just dragging it onto this card. I have it here and I'm going to show you now how to do it. So we've got cabin with text. We know that's the image that we want. Drop it onto this card and what you'll see is that it quickly uploads the image that we've just created onto this particular card called mountain cabin. And you would go down this list, adding additional things onto additional cards that were relevant. So it seems relevant that the florist example that we used, open my florist this year. Cool. So we create this card called Open My Florist this year. I'm going to show you the different way to do it. So when you click on this image now, this card, there's a couple of things that you can do on the back of this on this card. And we're going to go into a little bit more detail in our 30-day apprenticeship program that shows you how you can maximize your vision board by using some of the powerful tools on the back of this card. But for now, I'm just going to show you how you can create your vision board. What you want to do is you want to add an attachment. So when you click on add an attachment, there's various ways that you can get information onto this card, an attachment on there. For now, I'm just going to choose upload from computer. We're going to use the My Florist JPEG, which we created. You can take a quick preview there. This is the one we want to use. Double click on it. Give it a few seconds to upload. And once it's done, you can see it uploading in the corner here. Once it's done, it will then create an image related to this card called Open My Florist for this year. And when you close it, you can see that you're starting to build out some images onto your chalkboard, onto your vision board that look exactly the way that you want. So essentially what you do is you just go through and create different images. And as you start to create these images and add them to the order board, you'll start to flesh out your order board so that it starts to look exactly the way that you want. Now, as you start to add the images to your order board, you'll start to see them come up, and you can build this out to as many cards as you want. And you can update these images as you choose to and build out your order board with all the things that you want to bring into your life. Building out your order board is definitely easier on your laptop or desktop, but as soon as you've taken the time to set up your order board with all the images that you want, Trello has got an app for Android and for iPhone that allows you to access your order board directly from your phone as soon as you've got the order board correctly set up. So as soon as you've installed Trello on your phone and logged in with the same username and password that you used for Trello online, you can then access your order board directly on your phone with the images and text and notes exactly the same way that you created them online, and go through your order board and use some of the techniques that we teach you in the 30-day apprenticeship program to go through and future state the images and make this part of your pre-game in the morning, the first thing you do when you set up in the morning, as well as during your day. Instead of spending time going through social media, you have the opportunity to spend time going through the very images that you've used on your order board and go through them in real time on your phone when you get a couple of minutes throughout your day.
Hey y'all, I hope that was easy to set up. You might be wondering why we call it an order board and not a vision board, and it's part of the terminology that we use here at Live More Perfect Days that Gareth is actually going to dive into tomorrow with an analogy of the Immaculate Factory and how when you want something in your life, it's almost as easy as placing an order for a new backpack when you go on Amazon. We're constantly placing orders with this world and this universe that we're interacting with. And that's why we call it an order board. Anyway, Gareth is going to break that down more tomorrow, and I'm going to see you the day after that. Be good.